My name is Nyatike, the principal Moi Nyatike. Currently, in my school, I have a population of 55 students. That is from Form 1 to Form 4. Teachers, I have a number of 11, total of 11 teachers, whereby 7 under TSC, 4 under BOM. I also have subordinate staff of 5. So with the staff, we are well equipped with staffs. We have enough staff and also subordinate staff, and also facilities in terms of dorms and laboratories. We are well equipped. So the challenge now is the students, the population. So when I joined here in 2007. And when I joined here, the students' number was 400. When, at that time, the principal was the late Mr. Yogo. So the number was great. Then challenge came when now Mr. Yogo was transferred abruptly when he was not willing. Then a new principal was brought. So from there, we saw the population going down. And it went down up to the number which is now, it was up to 60 when the new principal came, who was Mr. Onyango. So from there, when the school was almost collapsing, another principal was brought. That was in 2009. That is Mr. Obuya, who was transferred from Okenge and was brought here at Moi Nyatike. So with Obuya, the school picked up. The population rose from 60 to over 200 students. And also the staffs, also we are quite a number. And also the stamp of results, we were getting good results. And if I say in form of infrastructure, new improvement, Mr. Obuya did a lot in terms of management of infrastructure. And also in terms of performance, during his reign that time, in fact from 2015, our school realized the highest mid which has never been had in this school. 2015, when Mr. Obuya was around. So Mr. Obuya picked well in this school. Those were running so well. In fact, schools like which are now giant schools like Masara were not school at all. Those were schools for dropouts. Moi Nyatike was the giant school at that time. So what the problem started when also Mr. Obuya was abruptly transferred when he was not ready for the transfer, which was initiated by the former county director of TSC. So that has been a great challenge. When we have teachers who have settled down here to manage this school well, and their interest is in supporting this school, uplifting this school, they are transferred abruptly. Like Mr. Obuya was, if he was here up to now, the school could have not been in this status. It could be even, I don't compare any school in this Migori County which would have been in the same position with Moi Nyatike if Mr. Obuya was still in this school.
So what should be done?
So the one major message I need is stability in terms of management. When you have a principal, let the TSC and also other stakeholders give the principal who is here time and peace to work in this school. That's one of the reasons. Because currently I'm not the TSC appointed principal, I'm acting. Because the principal was here also requested for a transfer because he didn't have peace. He could not have peace in his terms of management, in terms of support from the local community, and also even from, let me not be afraid to say, from the political setup. He could not get any support. He could not get any support whenever he cried. He had cried for support. Even there's a time our school Before the Mr. Boro, we also had Mr. Gikondo, who was a Kisii, who came here, and he came with a number of students from Kisii. 80% of this school were from Kisii. Then what happened? The school got banned. And from there, he requested for support from various corners, but did not get to raise the 2 domes which were banned. So he had to use the school facilities, the school resources which were there to lift up the dome, which really financially brought him down. And he ended up having a debt of over 6 million. So with that, that's where the problem again started on his side. So he could not manage the school because of the debt. So he could not pay the workers, he could not pay the suppliers. So later he gave up and he had to look for a transfer because of that pressure. And now came Mr. Boro also, because of the debts and also the pressure, no support. He decided to go. So just to give his support. Whenever there's a support, let them give the school. In terms of finance, in terms of the moral support, let them be free to come and see what's going on. Like now, when the school had a challenge in form of the banning, we didn't see even the area MP coming here. We only saw the MCA who came here, but the area MP did not report. For us, but now I've just joined this term, but the former principal tried, but they would know. Through even there's some requests which he made in writing through the CDF, that we have not gotten any response up to now. There's not any response, any communication.
With 55 students, how are you running the school in terms of ground capitation?
So it's quite challenging. In fact, that's why even right now there's no principal who's willing to come to Moi Nyatike, because it's a challenge. I even received a deputy principal from TSC, whom in his capacity was supposed even to be now the acting principal, but he shielded and said, Mwalimu, with this stress I cannot. Let me remain as there, as the deputy, because of the pressure which is there. There's no finances. The capitation also which comes, like the capitation which came, the workers are not being paid for almost 1 year. So the amount which was brought, at least I felt guilty to work with support staff who are not being paid for 1 year. So I sacrificed and paid half of the money. I paid them. I paid the workers and the BM teachers. So what was left kidogo ndio we are surviving with, but it's very challenging.
So how is the performance of the school?
Performance, we are really trying. We are really trying. Last year we were position 3 in the sub-county. No matter with those challenges, we are position 3 sub-county, Nyatike North.
Good.
Yeah.